All right, we are live, and we have 3 people. Hello, welcome everybody to my stream. I am here. I am Matthew, aka Dark Sheep. I'm here with Shane. Oh, and I don't need to listen to myself. Hold on, pause that. Anyway, sorry. Well, this is a professional stream, and I am here with Shane Newman, Newmy too. How are you this evening?
Yes, sir.
Are you
Doing well. I'm ready for a little spicy draft for once, or just switch up from the norm. So
Yeah, we were talking about something fun to do for our draft here. First off, are you ready for baseball?
yeah, it's I can't believe that literally like this, like it's weird starting a week and knowing that you're actually going to get real baseball. So I am beyond ready. I am beyond ready for DFS. I'm beyond ready for start watching these teams. Stop getting the urge to draft because even though I want to stop drafting, I just can't. So, but
Yes.
yeah, I'm
And
ready.
then we can find out about all the things that we had completely wrong for the last
Yeah,
month.
everything that we are galaxy braining and thinking that we are just so smart and we'll have basically someone's takes will just be, or core convictions will just be basically thrown out the wall. We're just gone. So with
No
like a
Bo
weekend. So
is counting down the hours. He's got 3.5 days left.
ooh.
Do you have a lot of drafts that you're gonna try to cram in, or you're just gonna see how it goes?
No, I like I've been saying, I've maxed the regular bunt, and I just finished. I told you before this, I just finished the last slow draft that I have for that, and I don't plan on really cramming too much. I think I have. I mean, I'll probably do like a couple more dingers. I haven't even checked that. I haven't done so in so long. Is that even still open? Yeah, it's
I
still
think
open.
so.
Yeah, I'll do a couple dingers probably, and maybe some bunts. Like I said, literally, it's just I wake up and I'm like, I'll do a draft. So it'll probably just be up until opening day. So probably I won't cram it. So I'm honestly drained.
Yeah, you've been
It's been a lot of
drafting
drafts.
a lot more than I have too. All right, so
yeah.
tonight, because we both have been drafting a lot, we are going to do something exciting. It's probably not exciting, but exciting to us. I have here open the Fangraft playoff predicted odds, and we are going to challenge ourselves tonight to draft a team of players only from teams that have a 10% or less odds of making the playoffs. So if we blow up this here where we can read this column here, make playoffs. The Dodgers are 93.9% to make the playoffs, which seems a lot more certain than you'd really think. But, all right, Nez is here. Let's go. If you are watching this and you need like a primer or whatever on this format, you can go check out some of the other streams that Nez and Shane have done on their various places. Insert link here. I'm not going to insert a link. Just I think that's what you're supposed to say when you're doing YouTube. Mm-hmm. So anyway, we have 11 teams we're going to be able to choose from. Tigers have the highest chance. So Tigers, Royals, Rangers, Reds, Cubs, Nationals, Athletics, Pirates, Diamondbacks, Rockies, and Orioles. So I think you had written down the list ahead of time. I'm going to make a little.
Yep. So I think you took out of the Guardians. I think we're not doing that.
We were talking about 15%, which seemed too easy. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
So
just
So we're gonna go here.
Apparently 15% is too easy.
Yeah. We're gonna go here. We're waiting for 2 people. And yeah, so I got the list here on the side for me. Maybe we want to
come get your EV, basically. One person left.
Yeah.
People in this draft are about to just be.
We're going to pay the rake on this one. But
yeah, that's going to be fun. Sprinkle in some rain.
It's going to be our
Yeah,
favorite.
that's what I was thinking. Yeah. Although we got you have 11 teams, correct?
Suggestions here. Yeah, we're getting some suggestions here. Ronesy Contreras in the 20th. I think he might be injured. Maybe, I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know the player pool that deep. And No Bo Sox says Cincinnati plus late Detroit and sprinkle in some Rangers bats. Yes, I agree. Probably Cincinnati. And the other team is Colorado. Might be a easy mode.
Exactly. Yeah.
The hardest thing, I think, is going to be these first couple picks. There's a couple of like 1 or 2Z options. Yeah, here. Yes. We just got to get first pick so we can grab Soto.
Yeah, because we took away with our previously we had the Guardian, so when we took away that we lost Jose. I think we lost Bieber. So Soto would be is he the only first round pick that we can technically like actual first round pick? I think so. Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting. Yeah.
We let's just pray for have the first pick. Let's see who we got here. We got some good drafters. DFS Viper, Larry, Milwaukee Baller. I've seen around. No Bo Sox is in here. Otherwise, this is a pretty spike week free draft here. All right. Actually, I'm going to make a little banner here.
Trying to think, what pick did we end up pulling?
We are on the.
Oh, we got the turn. Perfect.
We got the turn.
That's actually perfect. To be honest with you,
is it?
Oh, you mean you would think you don't have to?
We can take our stacks. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to make a little banner here while we're going live production.
I'm just gonna basically go and start.
I should have filtered ahead of time.
Yeah, I'll on this. I know Washington, Texas. Got to get these guys in my sheet over here to see who I can even pick. Royals.
All right, Soto goes first. We're not going to get him. Bad news.
He's not going to fall to 12? How could they?
It's not. I wonder if there's any. I wonder what his min pick is. I don't think we have that information. Or max pick, I guess.
Hopefully, I'm not missing a team here. That's going to recheck that. Oakland.
All right, so I added a banner here. So we can see the teams here. People come in and they're confused.
Oh, it's going to help me out.
And yes, and me. All right.
So
Ronesy is starting in AAA, and it says so. All right, so first pick here. Basically, I just updated these projections. Basically, we got Marcus Semien.
Yeah, that's what I was literally. Yeah, I was going to say, who do you have second and third, just to see if we
and then Chris Bryant, Brian Reynolds.
Maybe I haven't updated mine. What do I have? I have Jonathan India after him.
Maybe for infield only.
Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Yeah. Oh well, I have Bryant there. I just have.
Okay.
It's been about 5 days since I've done it, so well, let's see. It's not much that they're off. They're off by like 3 points. No, 10 points and 23. Right.
So we are up. Our first pitcher would be Frankie Montas.
Yeah.
Is Miami? No, Miami has a higher chance. All right. So start off here. We got Marcus Semien and Chris Bryant. I don't it's not great, but it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Mm-hmm. And the rankings, I mean, they're, not bad.
All right. And we got an outfielder. That was the other thing I was worried about. That was this was going to be like outfielder or infielder heavy.
Let's see. I we get to 12. Oh, I didn't even see that. There we go, Nez. Yeah. Thanks for willing that into existence, sir. Appreciate that.
All right. And as far as like team stacks go, Texas and Colorado, not bad. Working some Cincinnati.
I didn't even see. What are they on the playoff odds?
Who's that?
I don't have that on my for Texas and Colorado. Oh, Colorado's nice. Okay, fair. Not that it'll matter, but they're second to last.
0.5%.
Did we expect? I mean, no, I don't think many were expecting, but 0.5% seems pretty. I wonder how they come up with this, because didn't you say the Dodgers were like 93 or something like that?
Yeah. I assume it's a bunch of simulations. I don't know exactly how.
Yeah.
I do know that
just interesting.
There's I have an acquaintance that does a lot of betting, and he is pretty adamant. He uses the Fangraphs odds. Noba Postak says he's here for his EV. That's great.
You're welcome. We're glad we can do it.
Yes. We're challenging ourselves and our viewers. This is engaging, or
I'm just trying to line up our nice Colorado.
Yep. So basically we want Brian Reynolds. Pitching might actually be the worst part about this, now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, we're going to have to. Yeah, top guy, Frankie Eduardo. I haven't changed Luis Castillo, so he's way down there from his previous injury.
Yeah, and we can't take Manaea anymore. Manaea.
Oh, yep.
Tyler Molly is maybe one of our second pitchers.
John Gray, Scooble. I mean, it's a lot of the pitchers I do pick. Means, Casey Mize.
Yeah, so I think
my top two. Yeah, my top two exposed pitchers are technically on this list, and Frankie and Eduardo. So
it is going great, Hoot. We are challenging ourselves to draft players only from teams with 10% or worse odds of making the playoffs, according to Fangraphs playoff projections. So I think Shane's probably going to pop off after this draft, but if we want to do I'll probably hang around and do a real draft after this, or maybe I'll do another weird one. I don't know.
Yeah, you'll find something. You'll trim in the list to like literally the 5. You'll have like 4 teams to pick from.
Let's see. 5 or under leaves us the Nationals,
Athletics,
Pirates, Diamondbacks, Rockies, Orioles.
Okay, under 1%. You still have 4 teams to pick from. That's actually funny. Yeah, but I'm just drafting with teams that literally have a less than a 1% chance of making the playoffs.
Hey, don't need to make playoffs for getting us to the playoffs.
Exactly. Doing that, we're galaxy brainy and prospects that are being brought up because there's no way you're making it. They're out of the.
I think the most surprising thing about this right now to me is that Miami is not on this list. Just
where were they at?
I would have assumed that they were on this list. They are ahead of the Mariners with 23.5. I guess that's just division.
They have a nice staff, and they've added some offense.
They have a hard division, so I guess that's where it comes in. All right, we're coming up here.
Yeah, I guess the Nationals aren't nothing, but yeah, the rest of them are pretty.
We got Brian Reynolds here, which is not bad, and then we have Jonathan India, which, as far as things go, not the worst. Or we could actually, I think we can wait on India. I'm gonna pop Cedric Mullins here and Brian Reynolds, and we'll have 2 outfielders.
Yeah, I like
we'll have 3 total outfielders.
I like it. And it's around, I mean, honestly, it's like
it's like
ADP. It's not much. Not giving up much. Need to move my batting rank.
All right, Mullins and Reynolds.
Feel attacked on the Rangers.
Hoot is a longtime Rangers fan, so he's feeling attacked even after all the money they spent.
It's just
they have no pitching.
Yeah, no pitching. Their lineup is still like all right. Besides Seager and Simeon and Garcia, like who's really? I mean, they have. I think. I mean, Nathaniel Lowe, fantasy wise, and still he's pretty good. Let's see. So I'm missing anyone else. Oh, I'm forgetting Cole Calhoun. How could I? Garver. Oh, yeah, Garv Sauce. How did I forget about Garv Sauce? My boy.
And Willie Calhoun. They have the Calhoun brothers.
Oh, they got the Calhoun brother. I didn't even. Oh, he's way down there. That's why. I was just going fantasy wise.
It's funny because a lot of people would be having a lot of KC in the stack, and the way that I think you and I have our projections from the bat. Benintendi's like the only KC guy that really get much of.
Yeah, even in this, it's Benintendi's still close. Like Salvi's, I get some Salvi because he's been dropping, and his ADP, he's outranked his ADP by like, I guess for mine in 20-30 spots. So I mean, I get some Salvi. There's been extreme cases and some slows where he's dropped to like 100, even 105. It's like, okay, a lot of times it's like all of a sudden Salvi will be there, and my only Mondesi shares have been with Salvi. And then all of a sudden it's double tap Salvi Mondesi because he's fallen. And I'll reach on Mondesi a little bit, and then I'll come back around and get Benintendi. And it's like, all right, there's my little Royal stack. So let's see here. What do we got? Do we have what's the draft board look like? Oh, what do we got?
I closed that. Sorry.
Yeah, that's a good point about the Rangers. It's Simeon's plus 30, and they gave him he's going to be like end of his deal is going to be in his older 30s, like near 40s when he's done with that deal.
Yeah. So is it going to be like Pujols and Upton get DFA'd back to back?
Yeah, years? and you know how much, and I think this is another thing that I've been I was talking this with is like. We don't know with the combination of everything that's going on. Like, before I rant into this and get into that, and we lose the train of thought. Who are we thinking of drafting here? Are we gonna go pitcher or we're gonna?
Let's see.
What do you think?
Pitcher.
Personally?
Our first guy is Montas, who has an ADP of 91.
Yeah. So that's do we have any batters even around this area?
Oh,
I guess.
So outfielders, I think the next outfielder is Benintendi from our ranks.
Exactly. What about infield?
I'm just scrolling down a little further.
Gotcha.
Tommy Pham, Badu. There's some Detroit guys that we could get a little mini stack with.
There's a Washington guy up there too. I saw Nelly Cruz, I think.
Oh yeah.
Not that we need to go Nelly Cruz, just he's an option.
But
India, if we wanted to.
Yeah, it's really early on India, but I like him the best on what
India,
we have.
I'm just trying to think. Yeah, Marte.
Unless we care about Javi Baez, which is
that would be
at 99.
Be one of my first shares of Javi.
Me too.
That'd be interesting. On a fun team too. Wouldn't that be something? An interesting team to have Javi on.
I'm going to take Jonathan India here.
Okay.
Just because I think these are our best hitters available.
Yeah.
For the stack. Is India
Are you double tap Votto? Are you going to double tap Votto? I was going to literally suggest that because that's sitting right there. So, so what I got into, and it's just been what I've been hearing and basically like doing literally research. If you're doing this research on stats and whatnot, it's been like the past since the home run season itself, that
The
2019?
rabbit ball here.
Yeah, like 2019. Like, so we have that combined with our 60 game short sample that has thrown a loop into thing like, do you count it?
Yeah.
Then we have the pitcher substance. Like, can you use it? Can you not? Then we have the MLB. What balls are we using? Like, are they split, 50-50? There's so many factors that people want to like, go into their underlying stats and like we're it's not like we're grabbing onto cases. It's just like, it's so tough, like already with how long the season is, how much variance there is in baseball. You know what I mean? You add that on top of it, that it's been absolutely like, it's nearly impossible to like, just do it, just be like, oh, like this player is going to like turn around. This player's going to, that's why like when you're making bets and stuff. So I had a talk with that. It was just like, it was interesting because it's just like, people don't like, you hear people like they go into their stats, what they had and whatnot. It's just like, it's so honestly tough, like just to separate what even like, we know what stats matter, but then like, how much are they even like affecting it with what's going on? You know what I mean? Like, did he hit these home, like, did he have his great season in the home run in like 2019? Did he have a great just 60 game sample size? Did he do it with when the pitching substance went down? So then he benefited from it. It's just so many different things. And then the pitchers, like, did they have a bad season in the home run ball? Like, did they benefit from having the sticky substance for a bit and then, have to go cold turkey and Tommy John, Tyler Glass now? Like, it's just, the MLB has done just a terrible job itself of making it consistent. And now we have a humidor. We don't know what that's going to do. We have even like professional touts saying their own different opinions of what it's going to do. And it's just like, that's what you mean. Like it's kind of piggybacking onto when we get even in a month to the season and it's just it's a shit show. Right. We don't know what's going on. Like, it's just, we're looking at these teams in first that are just a joke. It's just like, people are just going nuts, already like victory lapping their takes. It's like, because we kind of had that already in some of that. It's just like, the season hasn't even started yet. Like, and it's just so, it's just something that's been interesting. And I'm curious if you've thought about that, or if you've just been like, or how because I know you're a stat guy and you dig into it. Like,
well,
it's just an interesting. So
that's where, I put my trust in Derek Carty to have thought about this all already and done math and back testing and,
I get that. It's just, I feel like on top of that, it's just, even with, I trust me, I will vouch. I use Carty. I'll back him and use the projections that I use. I just feel like sometimes it's like, how does he have a special, like, because we don't know what I'm saying. It's like the stats that like even he has to work with. Mm-hmm. We don't know if it's literally strictly they're benefiting from certain circumstances that are now like the variables change so often, like the balls, the substances, because now we have pitchers being checked even more. Like, they actually have to take off their glove and show their hand rather than just showing their glove, and they're checking all this because the MLB supposedly thought that the spin rate went up later in the season, so they got around it, and so it's just this nonsense. It's all of that. It's like, well, I don't know, and then you combine that again with the 60 game sample. Like, we already have shorts. I mean, 162 games. It's a lot of game, but it's just like, what do we know? What's going? You know what I mean? Like,
right.
That's been something I've been thinking of too when I haven't been weighted to my. Oh, this guy's great, like, great 2021. Like, oh, he was great in this, like, so.
Right, yeah, and that's where I just trust people that can think about it better than I, that are smarter than me, which I don't try to outthink the people that are doing this for a living. All right, we're up after your rant.
What are you thinking here? After my quick little rant.
Our infield options are pretty good here. The top, we got Nelly Cruz and then Frankie Montas. I sort of made a queue of the guys that I think
I think,
So
who you got, I trust because we're using the same thing. So
yeah, I think I'm going to take Nelly and Josh Bell here.
let's do it.
Because I think we're going to hit a patch here where all of our pitchers that qualify as wanting to use in this scenario are going to hit, and then we can fill in guys at the end. So right now we have 4 and 4 infielders.
Nope, that's been something I've been finding myself doing late. I've talked about that too. So
I assume we miss Seager, right? Yeah, he goes. I always miss Seager. His ADP is 69.
It was a little bit higher. It was in the 80s at one point. It's risen, but because I have a lot of Seager Simeon combos.
Okay.
Like a lot of my double, or I would just say the majority of my Texas mini stacks, like 2 stacks, are Seager, and then same thing for the trios. There's Seager, Simeon, and then a lower Adolis or something like that. I don't really like Garcia as much as I like Low, but
I may have screwed us here though. By not taking Montas. I don't know if he's going to come back to us. I mean, he's not.
So, no, but I mean, we can. There's stuff to work with here.
He was like our ace.
We'll make it work.
He was our ace in this option. Here's the question: is this lineup invalidated if he gets traded before we win all the money?
If I would say it's invalidated if he gets traded at this second and we don't adjust. Otherwise,
fair game. Okay.
If it's a post video, I think we're in the clear. Like if we did this last night and then Manaea got traded type deal, it's like, well, we followed the rules. So, I'm just still interested to see if you pull off below 1% after this by yourself and have that awesome draft.
I mean,
at that point, I would just join into auto draft just to get I wouldn't even be available. I'd just be like,
I think
join in quick.
Right now, okay, we've taken Reds and we've taken Rangers. So that's
the earliest of those 4.
3 of our infielders.
Yeah, we have nice little minis, and there's options if you want to do a Brian Reynolds mini as well. I know you love your big O'Neill Cruz. I know how much you love.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, you mean Ben Gamel?
Yeah. Exactly. No. We can plenty of options to stack up with the Pirates. Plenty.
Yeah. Yoshi. So you guys took Yoshi the other night.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I like Yoshi. I mean, I this is a thing I talked about earlier when we was just on yours as well. It was like just trying to figure out people that I don't want down. I guess now he's being taken. I didn't take him too much. I only had like 5 shares, but just trying to spread out my options of who people I don't think were being taken as much. And Yoshi was one. So until now he has an ADP. So that's fun.
So our ace in Montas is gone. So our backup ace, Erod, is going to get taken also. And then we're going to anchor our staff with Tyler Mahle.
Wish there was. I mean, I don't wish there was a chat, but I just wish there was a chat Underdog. Just be like, please leave us Erod. We're giving you everything else. Just give us Erod.
Oh, I don't think I could handle the other people.
That's why I say I joke. No, that would be terrible. I know why, because I think there was a thing in earlier in some channel in the Spike Week. I was like, we wish there was an a chat. Like that's what we really need. It's like, no, we do not. That would be the most toxic. Oh my gosh, toxic environment ever.
Right. It's like it gets heated enough sometimes. Just people talking in chat among people that like each other in like Spike Week Discord. Sometimes I gotta just step away.
Yeah.
I'm sure I do that to some people too.
I'm just that's why I'm literally just like I just usually just because of the thumbs up. It's like half the time it's like, yeah, I agree with you. I don't know how to. I just want to flood it with the same. Yep, I agree. So that there's a thumbs up. There's an exclamation point. No, yeah, that's what I agree. I agree with that. I don't. Chat would be bad. It was more of just a funny little plea.
There's chat on DraftKings now. It's bad enough.
Yikes. Their format's already terrible, so.
They did in the best ball playoffs.
Come on, Bo Sox. Be a nice guy. You know you wanna.
Is he gonna snipe us?
You know you want to.
I'm gonna enjoy it if he does.
You know you want to just be a nice guy.
Chris Bassett, number 2 starter, and he took Swanson. All right.
Heart to you, my friend.
All right.
That's
so
awesome.
We got Iran.
Yeah, for sure.
And then, do we reserve Tyler Mahle? Just do it, because we got a bunch of the same sort of guys left in infield and outfield.
Yeah,
we can kind of piece together. So I'm gonna take Erod. Let's see if there's somebody with a different ADP that I don't have ranked well. Zach Gallen.
Yerman Marquez, right? Rockies.
Yeah. All right. We're going to take Mahle.
Oh, man, if Anaya was there, that'd be perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be a nice, just a state. Basically, Padres sniped us.
Man, he...
For the drama. Way to milk it. I love it. Respect.
Slow roll. All right. So here's the question now. At this point, with our 4-4 and 2 pitchers, we started pretty late on pitcher. So this feels like a 9-8 pitcher.
Yeah. Normally when let's see, we took one with our first one with 108. Yeah, normally.
But it's so bad because we jumped up so high on Semien and Bryant.
It depends, honestly. 8 would be with, that's what I was going to say. With our bats, I would like 8 if we can pull it off with the pitchers that we like. So
I think we can do that.
Yeah, it'd sit well more. Hey, if this just keeps us afloat, man, and all of a sudden those bats just go off in the right time. You never know. I mean, same thing for, I guess, you could say that for every team, but yeah, that'd be.
We got Stroman. Stroman, I didn't mark before.
Oh, yes. Singer.
Brady Singer. Can I take Tristan McKenzie?
Corbin and Hendricks.
No.
Hey, they're just there. I'm just naming people.
I know. And I'm just crying. That's all.
That's fair.
Maybe
Merle Kelly, boy, the extension himself, extension man.
All right. Have a good night, Hoot. He's got to do his own hosting.
Fair enough.
Thanks for stopping by. Merrill Kelly. You said that. Oh, we could take Josiah Gray, Nez's favorite. Oh, here we go. This is the secret of this draft right here. Madison Bumgarner has apparently added a few ticks back to his velocity.
Oh, he's back, baby.
He's back. Yeah. No, Bo Sox says it here, kind of like what we were just saying. Our players are fine right now. It's just the AP that we took them at is pretty bad value. Yeah, the Pirates opening day starter, JT Brubaker, always an option. We could get Zach Greinke.
Yep.
We haven't taken any of. Yeah, we got options at pitcher. They're not good, but we got them.
Yeah, I'm just trying to look up things.
I assume this is Josiah Gray. As is slowing down on his Josiah Gray, which is still going to put him. If he does good, he's going to put him way ahead of the field. All right, we are on the clock. We did not plan this. As you said, Mondesi is falling.
There's a double tap option if you want it for batters. I don't know if you want to. For outfielders, if you wanted to get that out of the way. Otherwise, if you want FAM, I know you want to.
I think we need
wait
FAM on this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just super high on FAM with this.
We could get Crone, I guess, with Bryant.
Yeah. Oh, we got Robbie Grossman. Apparently, was he at the top?
He was at the top. Yeah.
All right.
That's what I was thinking. Grossman, Badu to get the combo, but then we can get a Tiger late, like an infielder if we want.
All right. I don't want to miss out on John Gray, so I'm taking him. Really, what I meant to say was I want to take Zach Gallen, but I did not take him.
We got Candelario if we want, or Scope if we want to,
Yeah.
They don't rate terribly.
Yeah, at the end for infielders. Maybe we should have just taken 2 pitchers there, but apparently we auto drafted Grossman, which is fine.
Grossman's a skeleton key.
We got him later than ADP.
Yep. Grossman's that skeleton key, man. Just like I was talking about on the other stream with Pools. He's going to be the reason. He's going to win someone $20K for sure. We're going to be sitting here going, we didn't draft Albert Pujols.
I play a lot of Robbie Grossman in DFS. He's always too cheap. When Detroit has a mid-tier pitching, it's going to be a little bit different with their changes this year, but last season, people would stack them against bad pitching pretty regularly, because they had some good games. But if you took them in that next middle tier of pitcher, sometimes they had some good games, and they were always cheap. So if you're looking for that for some expensive pitchers, last year there's a few days that I did that. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do, how much I'm going to devote towards.
Play on more
DraftKings. Yeah, only DraftKings, and a little bit of Yahoo.
I do DraftKings mainly, but I tried FanDuel and it felt soft. I made profit over there, so I just continued to do it. It's a terrible product, I know, but it's if you make money, that was honestly where I made most of it. So
yeah,
the one pitcher start versus 2 is a big change, honestly. So
it is.
Scoring is just.
It's definitely a preference. I like taking the 2.
Yeah, no, it's something I like more. Yeah, for sure.
I'm not going to say I'm better at it.
And then of course, our underdog daily.
Right.
So.
Right. We'll see. It looks like this is going to fill. I don't know if the dinger is going to fill, but it looks like we have more people than last year that are into baseball stuff. Some of the football and NBA and stuff is pushed into this.
Like best ball in whole has just an underdog people, and then
and the pick'ems they got all those now.
That's what I was gonna say. Are you gonna be doing? I'm gonna be. I was profitable in the pick'ems in the 2s or 3s. So, and I like those. Earlier in the day before they've got a lot. Underdogs got pretty sharp. Especially when Eric or anyone tweets out anything, and there's a lot of they immediately remove the line or any injury.
They adjust pretty quick.
Yeah. So, but there's still a lot of time, and baseball in general. So it's different than basketball. It's with if you hit, it's hopefully you get a home run. But I did a lot of the pitchers. I found doing strikeouts and whatnot, over under. Some of the strikeouts I felt were very weak. There was one time it was 3.5 for someone, and he was projected for 7, on the bat. And then even around other places I had, it was 6.5, 7. I was for sure, that seems, you know what I mean? So I like those.
If you can find a couple of those,
those
really bad lines early, and just the key there is to not get greedy. And you're just add that one more. This guy's he should be under.
If I do any of the 5, it's usually just a $5 one. I don't put big money into the 5 pick 'em. So normally it's just the 2 I'm most confident in. I'll throw my most whatever I want to do that. But yeah, the daily is what I like most. So all right.
Yeah.
What are you thinking here?
All right. I'm gonna take. we missed out on a pitcher. I'm going to take Skubal and Stroman here.
Okay, like it.
I'm not sure. I haven't dug into Stroman at all. I probably should have done that as to why he's getting – people are excited about it, but his projections are way off. I should have looked into it, but I don't know if it's volume-based or probably strikeout-based. I don't know. If it's because he's coming off the injured season, that his volume is low. I'm not sure. But this is a ragtag staff.
It's a lot of. It's honestly, besides Molly, I don't have too much of. It's a lot of those guys. If I don't have it updated on my computer, I gotta look at my phone. A lot of those guys are my highly exposed pitchers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Eduardo for sure. Stroman, Gray.
John Gray. Yeah, Skubal. Yep. But again, most of them we took way earlier.
Yep, I got Skubal up there for sure. Yep. Man, so many drafted teams. Whew. Season needs to get underway.
Right.
Take it out of my hands.
And then I don't know. What's your method of actually following along? How often do you want to check for your mental stability, and then follow-up question, how often do you actually check your scores?
Well, so this will be the first year that I act like that I'm invested more financially.
Yeah.
Like last year, it was honestly, I think I did 4 of them. Mm-hmm. And I did the bunts, and it was just I threw a couple stabs out. I don't even no. Last year I didn't even do MLB best ball. Like I joined late, so I started doing the pick'ems. Okay. So when I didn't do MLB best ball at all. I did because I did their bunts aren't the same thing. They call it what do they even call the daily contest? I thought they call it
the battle royale.
Yeah. So whatever they call their. Because they have the dunk, I guess they call their basketball. I did those when they came out. But yeah, I didn't do any. But for football, it's different for football because you have it. It's 17 weeks.
Mm-hmm. You check mid games. How about that?
Yeah, for football. For this, I'm gonna find myself. I mean, I'm honestly gonna find myself checking probably. Every morning would be the most easiest way. And it's not every team. It's just a quick, see where I'm at. Kind of like. I don't think you can sort by how you're placing.
No.
So it's like
I think it auto sorts.
Okay, so I would just check those ones, kind of see, and you would know just by who's because I'm going to be watching. But yeah, so I'm not going to be in there like with a whole tab open as the games are going and watching because I don't think it's. But yeah, I'll probably check. I won't lie. I'll want to check every day. I'll just be like, just to see where they're at. You know what I mean? I've invested so much. Like, I've done some content about it. We're doing content. Like, I'll be watching baseball. I have MLB TVs. I'll be watching that. Like,
and if you're checking or if you're looking at like the daily scores, it's gonna be easy enough to tab over.
I'll be on the app a lot, so it's not like I won't. It'll be like just a quick little tip, like tap. And I think they just updated the UI, so
I haven't checked it out too much.
It looks different because now they have 4 tabs where it's like live active results, and they have a news feed on there itself. Which is pretty nice.
Yeah, that was when I was first starting to use it. That was my biggest complaint. Was like there's like 2 different layers of menus, and it's hard to know which one you want to actually go to.
Yep, they changed that up pretty nicely. They're doing really nice with that. So yeah, I'll be checking. So how much do I want to check? Probably not that much for mental health, just but how much will I check? A lot. Because we'll all be talking about it. You'll have everyone in there talking, and I hope. Did they do a playoff contest for MLB?
I don't remember because I know they did. I don't remember how big they were or anything. I think I had checked.
I'm assuming that's going to be a big contest now this year. With the expanded playoffs.
That's true. That could be a bigger contest. All right. We missed out on fam. We're on the clock here.
Your boy, Key Brian.
He has dropped a little bit. I think I'm going to pass on that. I think I'm just going to fill out our pitchers. I want to get John Means.
I like it.
And I wanted to get Madison Bumgarner. I know I don't need to take him right now. I'm not going to do it. I can't do it. Let's take Brian. I thought about it for a moment.
Did we almost just take? Oh, I thought I was going to go with it. What's Madison's ADP actually right now? Is it ADP?
235.
Okay.
So I think we're okay. So popping back here in the chat. No Bosox says he usually checks a lot at the beginning of the season and eventually forgets about it. And I think that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, that's
because
kind of I feel that.
As far as like last season for me, I think I did like $7 of the $5 and like 4 of the 25 last year. So like you, I just was dipping my toes, or you missed it, but I was just dipping my toes in because I had done some of the back when they had draft.com, some of the daily stuff there.
I wish we got DraftKings doing it. Just we had another site, another place to do it. So
yeah,
there was no playoff contest.
There was no. They did make some for the daily stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember I did a couple of the single games. There, look, some of the World Series games were weird to draft.
Yeah,
because there's only a few viable players, and you want to be different.
That's why I'm immediately getting already excited for the playoff contest, because I feel like that's going to be something that like in all the other sports, you're just going to want to hammer the first hours it comes out, because the ADPs are just going to be hilarious. You know what I mean? Like it's going to be, I'm going to love it. Yeah, it's funny. MLB best ball hasn't even started. I'm already excited for the potential playoff contest,
which is a long ways away.
We got a long season.
Here is my question for you on this draft.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked a little bit in the Discord chat about how many pitchers you want from one team, because the theory goes that as you increase the amount of pitchers from one team, you're reducing your chance at 2 start weeks in the playoffs on a week. So do we care about that here?
It's like, so I think he put the data, which again, so like, I think it didn't end up being that big of a deal. Like there was quite a bit of teams with 2 start weeks. It's not something I actively go away from. If it happens, it happens. Like if the best option is from people from the same team, it's like, I don't like, have you done 3?
I've done 3. I've landed not like trying to, just I've landed with like Lance Lynn, rest in peace, his knee,
Cease,
Kopech, and Cease. Yeah, I've had like those 3 together, and I think that's probably about it.
So like, I agree with the thesis of like, you're lessening your chances of getting 2 start weeks, and that's, as of now, what we are coveting in the playoffs is, well, 1, our players to be healthy, to be on the field, and then 2, to get as much like points per game, which it's going to be the 2 start weeks that get us at it. Like, 2 good 2 start weeks. So like, if you looked, I looked at the schedules and there wasn't that many off days. So I mean, if you can catch a team that has, I don't know. I wouldn't actively go 3. I would cut it off at 2. Like I wouldn't actively, and not that you're actively doing it, but I would consciously try and only have 2, just for that season, because I am on big big proponent on trying to capture the 2-star weeks. So I like Mize here, but I don't know. What about you?
So then you like our last pitcher, Mize and Madison Bumgarner? I'm good with that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have much Mize at all. And then I'm just going to take him now because we have a bunch of similar options here.
Go ahead.
So here's our pitching staff. Because I think with the bad value we got on the other guy, or I don't know, do we act like we're right, even if we know that we're not? the classic Eric Beam for draft as if you're right. Do we go with 5 after drafting? We didn't really draft. We drafted outfield pretty early.
I'm just trying to look at it. Like
I have a need, a want to add Seth Brown to this. He's just got random power, and he's not going to be drafted like anywhere.
Fits what I'd like to do. So
because Pache's an accumulator, Gamel's just an accumulator, Yoshi's an accumulator, Peralta's fine. Santander I have a lot of. That's mostly just as an accumulator guy, though, too. Let's see, we can get rid of our pitchers. Oh, Nez says, gotta do Seth Brown. Please. All right. I won't say that we're going to do it so we don't get stream sniped here, but because then we're going to finish it up with Kevin Smith. We're going to take this 2-man Oakland. This 2-man Oakland stack at the end. It is so sharp. Unlike every other thing we did in this, the Seth Brown is sharp. Because really, our best projected guys like Jonathan Scope, who could lose playing time because he could.
I'm down with it. I like it. I like it a lot. I agree with Nez. It's not going to be taken, and that's the key to what I've been trying.
As long as we're entertaining one person tonight, the $5 is worth it.
Yeah. And we're just giving you, again, free EV. So just giving you. We'll just take on the rake here. So
I don't hate. There's not a single player outside of the ADP cost of Cedric Mullins that I dislike drafting on this team. Okay,
yeah.
maybe
Simeon in the first.
Well, no, not the value, just in general.
Okay, yeah. Gotcha.
At their ADP, I'm fine with a lot of these guys, with the exception of Cedric Mullins. But that's I can see why people want it. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, went to go check his dog.
My dog was trying to go counter surfing and steal the butter off the counter. So I could hear her trying to jump up there. While we're waiting here, we kind of got our plan here. We got this new dog about 2 months ago, and she explores a lot more than our other dogs that we've had. So we've been like slowly trying to dog proof our house where we never had to do it before. And the first week, my wife was like a week in, and she's like, "Do you keep putting the butter back in the fridge?" I'm like, no. Okay, so the dog must be going up on the counter and taking the butter. then the question, here's our Brown Smith combo. Here's the question. Where did the wrappers go? Because I did not see the wrappers come out the other end. Is there a stash of butter wrappers somewhere in my house?
You're just
Or
gonna
did
like
they-
one. Yeah, you can do spring cleaning and find it.
Under the couch.
Honey, I found the butter wrappers. Just a hole. Oh God.
That says it's not an Underdog stream without a dog entrance.
Yeah, instead of hiding the bone and digging the bone, she's just burying a bunch of butter wrappers in your backyard or somewhere in your house. Just goodness.
Oh. Whoa.
Oh my. Oh hi.
Okay, she hates this. Oh, you're free. That's our new girl.
What's her name?
Spots.
What was it?
She's got Spots.
Nice.
That was the rescue's name. That gave her, and my son wanted to keep it, so can't deny that.
What kind of breed is she?
She's a Weimaraner mix.
Oh.
Which is not a common mix that you see from rescues, so that's why we had to get her. My wife's wanted just like a straight up Weimaraner for a long time, but we usually just rescue mutts. So, all right, well, here we go. We got. I wish there was a better way
to see this final product.
To view this. I feel like this view is definitely optimized for the app. All right. Oh, I don't want to show my exposure. I want the bunt too.
Can I screenshot?
All right. Here's our pitching staff. Eduardo Rodriguez is our ace. Tyler Mahle, John Gray, Tariq Skubal, Marcus Stroman, John Means, Casey Mize, and Madison Bumgarner. So we actually have, let's see. So Eduardo Rodriguez is the number one guy, right, in Detroit. Tyler Mahle with Castillo out, he's the number one guy. John Gray is the number one guy in Texas. Is Strom? I haven't even looked at the.
Pretty sure Stroman's the ace.
Yeah, Means is.
Yep.
And I don't think Bumgarner is. Well, with Gallon hurt, I think our misses here definitely we would love to have Montas.
No,
and Gallon.
It's Hendricks starting opening day.
Oh yes, you're right.
Yeah.
So as far as guys that I would have wanted on this, it would be Montas and Gallon as far as like talented pitchers that you could draft here in these restrictions. Our infield, I'm happy with this infield, obviously without looking at the ADP costs. Because as you and I sometimes do, we kind of emphasize the outfield first. So I definitely have infields that look a lot like this. Maybe not with Kevin Smith, but with similar people and similar strength. Kevin Smith. No, it's Seth Brown. We even get this
that's I'm talking the tandem.
They haven't changed.
When they hit back-to-back jacks in 2 straight games in your championship week, we'll be thanking your smart brain.
Yeah. So here, this is why we had to auto draft Robbie Grossman. It wasn't a mistake. It's because he's on Detroit and he's wearing an A's hat in this picture still. So he fit it. He was twice as good for this lineup.
Yeah, when eventually he gets traded over for Frankie Montas or something like that, then that all makes sense.
There you go.
Let's help us out. So,
all right. So it's not good, but it's not as bad.
It's a lot of the guys that I draft. So I mean, yeah, like you say, take away the ADP cost, and it's just a mix of the guys that we draft. So interested, you need to definitely put a name this one something just because
this will be the first one that I've named. I don't even know how to do that.
Click the top right exclamation.
The upside down exclamation, otherwise known as an I.
Yeah. No, that's sorry, the top exclamation I meant. But yeah.
Let's
Is it an I? Sorry. Yeah. I will say I am I have dyslexia, so it is things you see sometimes. Literally, that's why when you're dark sheep, that it's like I honestly read that so many times. Your numbers and letters that it would base
Well,
the people with their names and their
I would highly recommend if you're trying to like make a little bit of content, don't go with a username or a name that you go by that is hard to say. Or when you say it, somebody should easily be able to find it on Twitter, which is like I just have given up on that.
I know, I just type in sheep, so
right. Because when I was doing a little bit of podcast, it'd be like trying to say it. It's just like a waste of time for the couple people that would look. All right. Well, I know you got to run. I'm probably going to jump in another draft here.
Sure.
I don't know. There's only a couple of people hanging out, so I'm probably just going to stop the stream and just do another draft on my own. But so thank you for jumping on with me. This was fun.
Yes,
and thank you people for watching, and we'll have some baseball in a few days.
Hey,
Until then.
Thanks for the awesome idea, man. Appreciate it.
All right. Goodbye.